I think that once again it's important to have a scholar. Dr. Qadri has followers around the world, and mainly in Pakistan and some in the UK and other countries. I think it's quite important. This 600 pages are not new, by the way. You have a platform for scholars around the world in Istanbul, in Amman, in Jordan, in other countries, in Cairo, in Saudi Arabia, who said exactly the same, is that act of terrorism is unacceptable. The point is that what you have is a tiny minority of scholars. They don't even listen to these scholars saying that they are not legitimate and they are working for governments.
Is it clear theological guidance, the clearest, as he claims, on terrorism for decades?
No, I think that once again, he is doing it. He took time to do it. It's a very serious study. But once again, I think that he also have to acknowledge the fact that other scholars around the world are quite clear on the fact that they condemn terrorism and they don't accept killing innocent people. And then there is also something which is also important beyond Islam itself, is that in the United Nations and in international institutions, we don't even have a clear definition of what terrorism is all about. So when we speak about killing innocent people, I think that many scholars were and still are very clear on the fact that this is not acceptable, Islamically speaking.
Professor Ramadan, who is going to listen? Will it get traction? Will it be picked up and taken notice of?
I think that this is the point. The point is not only to have fatwa. The point is to get this written, and this is good that you have a scholar doing it. It's good that we have platforms, councils around the world. The point is we need to work on education, we need to work at the grassroots level, and we need to work on the grey area where people can be attracted by tiny minority of scholars saying it's right to kill innocent people. So it's all about education. It's also about being at the same time critical of what governments are saying, and say when we want to face what is done in the name of Islam or dictatorships, you have to do it peacefully, you have to do it through democratic means, and we need to educate the people to understand that. So it's really a question of a long-run strategy. It's not only fatwa that should be delivered. It's really something which is a global strategy which is needed for the Muslims. And then once again, we also need our partners, our fellow citizens in the West and governments to be quite clear that they should understand that some Muslims can be critical peacefully, and our loyalty to our governments is to be critical but in a peaceful way.